Hey guys, so I just kind of feel like sharing some thoughts with you in video form. I'm kind of curious to hear what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know. So yeah, Jon Watts has been announced to be directing a Star Wars series. This series is going to have a 80s Steven Spielberg vibe to it. And that's about all that we really know right now. So on paper, that has a lot of things that I feel like should be getting me excited, but I'm not. So if you're not familiar with Jon Watts, he is who directed the most recent Spider-Man trilogy with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And shortly after Spider-Man No Way Home, always get the titles of those mixed up for some reason. So I do apologize if you ever catch me slipping up. But yeah, No Way Home, the most recent one, in case I did get that mixed up again. But either way, after that, it was announced that he would be directing the Marvel Cinematic Universe Fantastic Four movie. And that news got me pretty excited because I just felt like he was pretty much the perfect director for it. So there's been a few attempts to do Fantastic Four movies, and they've never been particularly good. I mean, they have their okay moments. They've never been as good as I feel like they should have been. But yeah, in the comics, the Fantastic Four, they're weird, they're cheesy, there's a lot of crazy science stuff going on, and they're way cooler than they should be. That's never, I felt like, been effectively executed in movies. But I feel like a lot of those same things were going on in the Spider-Man movies, It was a lot more science and technology driven during this MCU trilogy. And then, they brought in the crazy multiverse shit in No Way Home. Like, all that sort of stuff would work great in a Fantastic Four movie. Jon Watts is familiar with handling that kind of stuff in movies, so I felt like he was pretty much the perfect director for it. And then, just a few months after he was announced to be directing it, it was announced that he wasn't going to be directing it, and apparently what he said is he didn't want to be pinned down as a comic book movie director, so that's kind of understandable, disappointing, but still understandable. And then, they announced a Star Wars series that he's going to be directing. Now, what I think happened is that, like, they do, I would say, most likely coincide with each other. Like, I think in committing to the Star Wars series, you had to drop the Fantastic Four movie. And what really gets me concerned, though, is like just the track record of announced Star Wars projects, because there's just been so many cancellations. Like, there's the Rogue Squadron movie canceled. There's the Rangers of the New Republic or whatever series. That was canceled. There was supposed to be a trilogy of movies directed by Rian Johnson, not counting the Last Jedi. He was supposed to get 3 additional movies after that. Canceled. Thank whatever gods that may or may not be out there for that, because we really didn't need another full trilogy from him. And there was supposed to be like a trilogy of movies from the Game of Thrones writers. I don't know their names, but they're supposed to be writing a trilogy of movies. Canceled. And, a bunch of other projects that, have been kind of name dropped, and other than that, like, hasn't been much news for. Like, I don't know what happened to the whole Kevin Feige produced Star Wars movie. Like, why do we need Kevin Feige producing a Star Wars movie? I mean, so much weird shit like that I just don't really make sense of. But yeah, I mean, so yeah, basically whenever a Star Wars project is announced, I kind of take it with a grain of salt. I feel like there's about a 50% chance of it being canceled. So I'm kind of worried that, like, he'll be dropping off of Fantastic Four for something that's not going to end up happening. But I'll say what will make me happy is if whenever the Fantastic Four movie does come out, it needs to be good, but the Star Wars series that he's supposedly directing, it has to, for one thing, actually come out. But it needs to be better than the Fantastic Four movie. But they both need to be good. But yeah, if that happened, I think I'd be satisfied with the whole ordeal. But yeah, it's all wait and see here.